It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Only one of these teams will earn a shot at the Lombardi. The AFC title game is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd and 10 now. Finds his man down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Travis. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll throw it yet again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to them and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's the one they should have run instead.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60 plus. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
On the ground, this is Isaac Garindo. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 43. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
Man in motion out of the slot. Here's a give up the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. They'll try the right side with Garindo. And they had that one contained right at the line. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Has it at the 7. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Is in. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Marvin Mims now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Travis setting up to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Travis. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Travis to throw. Hauled in by Downs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So we're through one here in the first quarter. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. They've got a man in motion. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try and throw it here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Pass play coming here. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Now Travis. Gets this to Fant. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Throwing here, Travis. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up second down. They'll throw it again. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. Travis looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. And in for the Miami touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing it to start this drive. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Again the throw now on second and 10. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw, Travis. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds his man, Downs. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Travis. He finds Fant. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
On target to his man Taylor. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He'll throw it yet again. Taken in by Downs, left side. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Slot man motioned over. Forced out to his right.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the 1st down.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Dolphins get some late points and the lead. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Hauled in left side. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New set of downs for him from the 46. They kick the running back in motion. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Running back sent in motion. Second and 10 now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He fires one deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Working inside the red zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Dolphins make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. The Clemson rookie has it. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Garindo. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. From the 40 on 2nd down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st down, they'll run. This is ahead for about 5. Byron Murphy there to make the play. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 27. Called in by Worthy. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. They motion the slot man right. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down. They give it to him again. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Pass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie this game at 21. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Travis to throw. Connects with Fant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down from the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Putting a receiver in motion. Chased out to his right. The Broncos get to him here. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
And the Broncos bringing out some extra DBs on this 3rd down. They're in the dime. Travis looking to throw. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Taylor punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Butker with the extra point. The Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Only one for... They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Man in motion out of the slot. 1st down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this is run down into the red zone at the 19. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Slot man motioned over. Back to the well again. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
There's a give, left side. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. He picked up 6 on the run. Now they're facing 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Looking to throw. What a clutch play late. He intercepts it. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, and throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Travis. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. On target to his man, Taylor. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw it. A quick slant into the hands of Downs. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here he is to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
10. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. It's intercepted. That will do it. Picked up Cam Hart. And the Dolphins make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl.